Welcome to the Sports Minute. If you like the video tonight, please come in and share. Please subscribe to my YouTube page, Vincent Turner 560. I'm Vincent Turner. Tonight's video is a college football matchup. The Fighting Illini. Illinois takes on Indiana in a Big Ten matchup. Let me start with the Fighting Illini. Illinois. You think about that program, you think about J.C. Caroline, Dick Butkus, Mo Gardner, Simeon Rice, Kevin Hardy, Tony Eason, even Jeff George went there for a while. But most importantly, I like this Illinois football team. Brent Beamer, who used to be the head coach at Arkansas. Arkansas really wasn't a place for him, but what does he do? He comes back to the Big Ten again, where he had success in Wisconsin. Now he's got another Big Ten program on the rise. And he's got a quarterback that he had to go down south and get in the transfer portal a couple of years ago. Luke Altmaier, who was at Ole Miss, and boy was a match made in heaven. This young man is thrown for 709 yards this year, 9 touchdowns and no picks. But what makes Illinois so special is that they got a defensive player by the name of Gabe Guykas, probably the best linebacker in the country, 3.5 sacks. 13 tackles on the year. Then they got another good linebacker in Miles Scott, who's got 14 tackles on the year. This Illinois football team is a real good football team. Maybe be a college football playoff team, but they got a heavy matchup going up to Indiana and Bloomington. Now you got the same type of team. Kurt Sangetti is like Brent Beamer, cocky, arrogant, a guy that came into the Big Ten. He had a lot of success under James Madison. But one thing people don't know about Kurt Sangetti, he's a Pittsburgh guy. Italian. We know how they roll. They built differently. And most of all, he was an assistant on the Nick Saban staff. And what he's done at Indiana, I don't want to hear about last year. They didn't have a schedule. They played who was in front of them. They made the college football playoffs. This year's team, I think it's much better. I think because they got one of the best quarterbacks in the country, Fernando Mendoza, who was at Cal last year. Look what the young man has did so far this year. 708 yards, 9 touchdowns. And they got one of the best receivers in the country, Omar Cooper, 299 yards and 5 touchdowns. Then on the defensive side of the ball, they got a real outstanding defensive back by the name of Lewis Moore. That's going to be a high draft pick. 19 tackles on the year and 2 interceptions. Then they got another defensive back, Isaiah Jones, who has 2 sacks on the year. This is a real good football team in Indiana. And you know what? It's going to be must-see TV. Saturday night on NBC, 7:45. The national game that's on the stage here. Because everybody wants to see is Illinois for real? Is Indiana for real? And they got 2 quarterbacks. If either one of them has a good game, say they throw for 300 or 400 yards, we're gonna start talking about Heisman Trophy maybe down there in Bloomington, Indiana, or in Champaign. These are 2 very good football teams, man, and 2 teams who I think are gonna be gonna be real tough outs in the Big Ten. But they're matching up on Saturday night. Dick Butkus is coming. Antoine Randall is coming. Vaughn Dunbar is coming. Anthony Thompson is coming. The Illini and the Hughes. And I'm not talking about Bobby Knight and basketball. We're talking about Kurt Sangetti and the Indiana Hughes football team. If you like the video today, please come in and share. Please subscribe to my YouTube page, Vincent Turner 560. Illinois and Indiana. It's going to be a good football game in the Big Ten on Saturday night. Thank you.